Hello everybody, this is SteroidUnicorn here, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Survival. Um, and today we are in for definitely something special. I did tell you what we were doing last episode, but we are at the bedrock level of the Nether, and I don't know if you can get above the Nether anymore. Like I've never actually done it before in survival mode, but you used to be able to do it by spamming ender pearls on the ceiling. Um, I did it in creative mode. I tested it out. I grabbed a ladder and I pushed myself up because I noticed that when you fly, because you notice that there's that little bit of a gap, like as I'm jumping with 2 blocks. Since we're below the top of the block here, like we're just like a little bit below. You notice that like you can see the y-axis going up a little bit when you jump. Um, so what happens is when you fly and then throw an ender pearl, you end up getting through. But when you sit on the ground like you normally do in survival, you do not get through. So I was like, well, a ladder will make you go up a little bit higher. So that should get us through. I tried it in creative mode; it did work. But this is not creative mode, so I put all my valuable stuff away. You know, like I do this mending pickaxe is pretty valuable actually. I just realized the mending is very important. Um, but yeah, so let's try. I've got obsidian and a flint and steel, so we should be able to make a portal out of there after. Oh, 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 yeah! Wow, we actually made it. And there's mushrooms up here. Awesome. Okay, so first thing we need to do is make a portal back because because we can't really do anything up here without any tools or anything. So 1, 2, 3. I believe this is a portal. Yes, it is. Always mess it up. So let's grab flint and steel and make our portal. So I think it still works the same as it did before. That things so they can't spawn on bedrock. I know that, but they can spawn on other blocks up here. So if I were to put this here, things will spawn on top of it, like pigmen and stuff like that. So the goal here is to make a wither skeleton farm up here because we are right above our nether fortress. Now the challenge is going to be getting home from wherever we are here because we're quite far away. Probably going to be around like 2,000 blocks. Are we in the sky? Are you kidding me? Okay, not in the sky. But we are in an amplified world, so yeah, it's going to be lots of fun getting home. But we can't get home any other way because we're on top of the nether, so... but we will be able to now make a minecart track. Oh, that lag. We can make a minecart track from our house to this portal, and that will take us right to another fortress, which will be helpful. How far away are we exactly? We are really far away. Wow. Okay, so I got about 2,000 blocks in both directions to travel. And we're also at 123. You can see the cloud going by there. Or 133, sorry. Okay, well, I'm going to write down these coordinates. And then we're going to go back and hopefully start to build the portal. I might eventually get this going, this minecart track going. We might do that this episode too. Obviously, I'm not going to record it all, but yeah, so I'm going to head back home, hopefully survive. I didn't bring my sword or anything, but I did bring my bow because I was like, well, I'm going to need some sort of protection. So yeah, we got ender pearls to get down from high areas. Left my elytra wings back there, but yeah, I'll be back when I'm back home. Well, I guess that's one advantage of being in the middle of nowhere, is that you find new animals. So if we set up a base here, which we probably will if we make a minecart track here, we're going to have sheep, we're going to have lots of different animals. I don't know, it seems like a fairly nice area, like there's a little cove underneath there that looks like. Let's head over there just real quick, check that out. Whoop. Alright, yeah, so that's pretty cool. A little cove under here. Um, So yeah, we got pigs there. Got squids. Squids are pretty awesome. But yeah, we'll definitely find some things here that we don't find other places. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was terrifying. Wow. Okay. Well, I was just literally just about to record. As soon as I hit the record button, it a gas spawned right beside me. Okay, well, you can kind of imagine what I'm gonna say now. I'm on top of the Nether, and I finished that tunnel to the portal, the other side of this portal, and now I've built this very tall structure to hopefully get wither skeletons to spawn on. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I don't know if it does. If you can go this high above the Nether and then have them spawn. I know you can do it with Pigman and stuff like that, but I'm not sure about the skeletons. So we're gonna test that out. And the reason I know it works with the Pigman is because I have like 1,000,000 up here already, so that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna have enough, am I? Nope, of course not. Okay, Ender Pearl, maybe? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, come on. Come on. You know you want to. Yeah, okay. So this, yeah, you can see all the pigmen up here. It's very, very tempting to hit them, but I would die pretty quickly. And you can see we're 25 blocks away right here from there, and it should be, I think it's after 24 blocks they'll spawn, and then beyond 32 they have a chance of despawning, and then after 128 they will despawn immediately. I think is how it works. Right now we are at 228, which is 28 blocks below the build height. So we have a little bit of building room, but we're also 100 blocks above the bedrock base. So that's cool. So I guess we could, if this doesn't work as a wither farm, we can always turn it into a gold farm. Because these guys give a whole lot of gold. Well, not a whole lot of gold. They give a couple nuggets, but we can use that to make into ingots and bars and or ingots and blocks. Sorry. And yeah, so we can use. We kind of need one of these as well in correspondence with the wither farm because we need gold to make the beacons and stuff like that. So let's see. I brought an ender chest. I kind of turned it into a toolbox in a way. We got stone here for building blocks. We got 2 swords just in case. We got ender pearls. We got TNT, which I made a lot of because I needed to clear out the mob chest. So I made a lot of TNT. Slime balls in case we need to make pistons. Coal, lots of coal. Obsidian, flint and steel in case we get stuck in the nether. Wood, redstone, and diamonds just in case. So yeah, that's cool. So I'm not really too certain whether this is gonna work. I guess a decent way of testing that would be to hit these guys. Attack me, and off they go. Come on, push yourself off. Let's go. Come on. Seriously? Alright. Get off. Okay. So all those guys are off. I got one nugget, cool. But there'd be a lot more at the base. Now we can back up here. This is right on the coordinates of the intersection, by the way, of the Nether Fortress. So I guess I could look up whether this actually works. I'm sure someone's done it before. The thing is the Pigmen spawn too fast. So, like, they immediately spawn faster than the Withers. So we're going to have to make a way to sweep off the deck constantly. We're going to need a way to push all these guys off just over and over and over again. Because they're just going to spawn and spawn and spawn. So they need to die and die and die. Just to make up for how much they're spawning. And then have a more likelihood of the Wither spawning. So how we can do that is, I'm not too sure. I've seen Wither skeleton farms. Basically, they had like a drop zone, and then they had a filter, basically. So they had cactuses with magma cubes, so the magma cubes would stop there. And then they had something to stop the blazes or something like that. I don't know. But we're going to try to do something different, possibly. If we can't figure out anything different, then we'll not try to reinvent the wheel if we can't. That is, if it's not worth it. But there are so many pigmen here, like it's ridiculous. Like, ugh. Like I honestly, okay, I'm gonna hit them one more time, if I can. Oh my gosh, the lag. And they'll all fall off and die. Oh my gosh. Look at the lag. Look how much it's lagging right now. It's absurd. Alright. Make sure that all these guys are dead. And we're going to go head down now and see how much gold that produced from those guys. Wee-hee! Love the new elytra sounds. Oh my gosh, is that all experience? Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that. If you... No way. What the heck? What? Well, that's an amazing experience farm. If I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, that's actually working. Oh, that's insane. That's got to be the fastest experience farm I've ever had. What the heck? Oh my god. And there's a Smite 3 gold sword. We could use that for the pigmen. Wow. And gold. Look at the gold nuggets. Or gold ingots, sorry. Gold ingots, not even nuggets. Huh. That's really... I'm really surprised, guys. Sorry about this. I didn't actually know that. I'm overly happy now that we have this. Whoops. Okay, well, let's throw that in there. And let's collect some of these swords. I don't think we're not gonna need gold swords. We might take that smite sword though. Because I think it'll do more damage than our diamond sword against these guys. For now. I don't know if it really matters. It doesn't really matter. But I don't understand. So I hit them. And then... No, I hit one. I only hit one. I hit one guy. They all fall off. And then I get the experience for it. Well, I'm okay with that. I think we need to do some experience farming like crazy. This is amazing. Yeah. Okay, so this is probably going to be an experience farm for a bit, and then we're going to turn it into a wither skeleton farm. And there's... Okay. I guess this must be the other side. Oh yeah, I think I knocked one off the edge. That's right. Okay, well... Yeah, I'm going to try to figure out this farm and how that worked and everything and how I got so much experience, and then I will be back. So guys, this is the tunnel. It took a very, very long time to make. This is the thin part of the tunnel. At first I started making it 3x3 for the first like 3,000 blocks, which is an insane endeavor considering 3,000 blocks times 9. That's yeah, pretty crazy. So overall, I mined about 48,000 blocks, which I'm pretty ashamed of that number, but yeah, the good thing we had a mending pickaxe, which with efficiency 5, of course, which made it good because I repaired it about like 4 or 5 times, but it never broke because we could just go back and get experience from our experience farm. So that's good. But you can see our coordinates there are slowly going down. Unfortunately, the game does lag a little bit while we're going through the chunks here, which is pretty annoying because I have had it so that when the game catches up, it puts a creeper in front of me, and that's pretty terrible. But yeah, I'm going to cut out here for a second, and then I'll come back and show you the 3x3 area. Alright, so the 3x3 tunnel starts in about 80 blocks. It's at about -200 where it starts. You can kind of see it coming up there. And there it is. Okay, so this is the 3x3. This took forever. That I got a little bit bored with this, and well, I was bored like the whole way, considering it took like 24 hours to make. But luckily we had efficiency 5. I never could have done it without that. Would have been nice if we had beacons, but even beacons don't reach this far, so it wouldn't have made much of a difference. But yeah, this is 3x3 all the way from -200 on the x-axis, all the way down the 2,400 blocks this way. Yeah. It took a lot of rail to make this, needless to say. All our iron is literally gone. We have a stack here. We had 2 stacks of iron blocks at the house, and those are all used up. And I also went down this tunnel, because we mined the tunnel and then we put the track down. So I went down the tunnel and collected all the iron out of it. You can see like holes here and there and stuff. All that was iron. And we got 8 stacks of iron from that, and we used it all. So we used 2 stacks of iron blocks plus 8 stacks of iron just from finding it in this tunnel. And yeah, so this was a very big project, all for the nether farms, which hopefully is worthwhile. But yeah, so we're gonna go back to the house and get some stuff for the farm. Oh my gosh. I think actually the best thing that has ever happened to me in this game has just happened. Actually, not really. I'd say finding that stronghold was pretty insane, but this is pretty, like, friggin' incredible, especially with the tools we have now. We're doing some villager breeding, and we just got a mending book as a trade, just as a random trade. They're just breeding away down here. Made a bunch of bread, bunch of potatoes and stuff, and I'm giving it to them. I think we got a farmer too, so they can breed by themselves finally. But yeah, so we've got our mending book, and I think we're going to go put those on our elytra wings, so that we don't have to worry about them ever breaking, which is actually the greatest thing. Because I was honestly so sad because they're at about half durability, and yes, I can repair them with leather, but eventually, even though it may be a long ways away, eventually they will get down to 0 durability and be at 40 levels to repair, and that will be too expensive. And I really don't want that, so we're going to grab our emeralds, and we're going to go down and figure that out. So, yeah. Also, there's a lot of paper trades down there, so I'm probably going to get like a crazy sugarcane farm going down here. Which will be good. We can get a ton of emeralds. Okay. Hello, sir. Mending. Alright, I didn't bring a book, did I? Wow, books magically ended up in my inventory. I have no idea how that happened. Just kidding. Okay, so let's do that trade. Awesome. Now we have a Book of Mending. I am so happy about that. I don't know how much it's going to cost to put it on our wings, but I would assume not very much because we haven't actually done anything to them except give them unbreaking. We haven't even repaired them yet, so yeah, that should be good. Let's head up and see how much that'll cost. I did die. I was working on the automatic farm, and I just tried to ender pearl, and I suffocated in a wall, so that's pretty cool. Love that. Okay, so what I lost when I died. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought completely. It's not really cool because I lost my axe, which had efficiency 4 and breaking 3, which isn't like insane. We could obviously go efficiency 5 or something, but like it's not that. We can probably get another one. I don't know. We have efficiency 3. Yeah, we can get efficiency 3 diamond axe at least. So let's get our elytra and put on some mending. Oh, it only costs 3 levels. Some mending, unbreaking elytra wings. I am extremely happy. So now, literally, I can fly as much as I want and not have to worry. And yeah, they can go all the way down. And all I have to do is walk up to our XP farm and heal them up. Now, the thing is that the pigmen actually seem to give more XP than here. Although they do deal a lot more damage if I do screw up. But I'm currently in the process of figuring out what to do for those. I haven't actually bothered with that yet because it's it's going to be a bit of a challenge figuring out that. But it's not going to be it's not supposed to be a pigman farm. It's supposed to be a wither skeleton farm. So we'll figure that out. I might just look up that video I said that I found because, like I said, why not just use somebody else's design rather than redo what's already been done better. So yeah, I'd say it's probably worthwhile to just, instead of spending hours trying to figure out what the best way of doing it is, to just look up the best way of doing it. For a lot of things, I like to do it my own way. But this is one of those things that I don't know a whole lot about. This is my first time I've ever been above the Nether in survival mode, even before the 1.9 updates. So yeah, it's kind of a cool new experience for me. All right, get out of here. So yeah, I just uploaded my Enderman farm tutorial video. If you want to check that out, I can put a link in the description to it. It's, yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about it. I talk about it in the last 2 videos, so I'm not gonna bother with that. But yeah, go check it out. And also, the elytra make maneuvering the Nether way easier. For example, I can just fly over the lava like this, and boom, I'm pretty much at the Nether fortress now. And yeah, like it took quite a long time before to get here, but now literally all I have to do is just fly it like twice, and I'm over. So I'd say this is quite a quick way of getting over there. So it's just down here, just like this. And it should be, yep, there it is. And we're at the Nether Fortress. So guys, I kind of figured something out. I haven't actually tested it yet, but I wanted to start recording to try and test it. So I've done, yeah, it's taken a long time to figure this out, and eventually I kind of got an idea because what was happening was I did it a couple times where I knocked them all off. Whoop, there's a ghast. That is one problem. A couple times they would all fall down, and I would go collect the experience and then go through the portal down there. and then there would be so many pigmen over on that side of the portal. So I was kind of thinking, if they can just teleport through the portal, why don't we set up a portal here that will take us to the overworld, and then we can manipulate stuff better there rather than being on top of the bedrock. We're gonna have to do something about these gas, unfortunately. Apparently, if we put glass over the dome, it stops them from spawning in. But anyway, so what we want to do basically is just shoot the pigmen and then have them all run at me and go through this portal. That is the goal right now. Okay, looks like they're doing it. Okay, a couple are falling off. That's okay. We can fix that by putting the sides on it. Now, are they going to go through? Seems like they are. Yeah, yeah. Looks like they're all teleporting. It seems like they're not getting stuck. Yeah. Okay. So there go all the pigmen, and they'll just keep. So this is actually a legitimate AFK experience farm, from what I can tell. Experience and gold farm, actually, because I can literally just sit here and keep collecting more and more. Because as they spawn in, they'll be aggroed still, and just keep attacking me. And yeah, they'll just keep running into there. So what we need to do now, I've set up another portal, which is a couple blocks away. So it spawns us on top of a mountain. I'll show you that. Oh my gosh, what? That is not what I expected. Oh boy. Oh dear. Okay, so they all ended up here for some reason. That's odd. Huh. Well, we now have a lot of pigmen on our in our world. That's wonderful. Hmm. Okay. Well, we're lagging like crazy. I don't know exactly how we can figure this out. Friggin' portals. So confusing. So it seems like they just end up at whatever portal you go through next, not at just any portal. That's kind of what I see. And that's really not a good thing. Okay. I'm gonna have to fiddle with this a little bit more, because I had another portal set up, which I thought they would go to, but instead they went to this one, which is not good. All right, well, I'm gonna go try to figure that out again, and hopefully it'll work this time. All right, everyone. So we're back. We completely changed the design because the portal thing just wasn't working above the nether. It seems to just not be that super. But what we have currently is just something I tried differently. It's pretty simple. Basically, the pigmen all spawn here. I stand over here, shoot them. They all run into this hole. And I put like a border all the way down, which took forever, by the way. This is like a couple days later since my last recording session. But yeah, so basically they all fall down here, and then I have my good old hopper system at the bottom. Actually, I don't have it going yet, but we will get that going. So basically we fly down after we do that, collect our stuff, and yeah, so it's decently efficient. Could be better, but this seems like the pigmen have issues keeping their aggro. So like when you shoot them and they all fall down, and then when more spawn, they won't attack you until you shoot that group, which is pretty annoying actually, because I extremely do want to just have it so that they can keep flowing. Like there's no stopping the flow of pigmen. Unfortunately, it's not like that though currently. This will be a work in progress, but currently I think I'm going to end this episode. So I'm going to get a server going with my friends. I currently just bought it, and I'm going to be putting this world on there. So this is going to become a multiplayer server. We have a good slew of items to start. I'm not going to give it all to them. I'm going to give them each 5 diamonds, and just to start off, so they can make a pickaxe and an enchantment table. Just some simple stuff to start. Just to save them like the beginning stuff, right? Like if we got enough diamonds, it's not a big deal. So yeah, gonna do that, and yeah, so next episode probably will be on that server. So thank you guys for watching. That was a big voice crack. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe, and do all the other awesome things you guys do. And I will see you in the next video.